The opening ceremony of the Olympics is coming up here in Paris this Friday. It's still 2 days away, but some of the sporting events are already getting underway. Those very first ones include both football and Rugby Sevens group games. Now, in the men's sevens, France will play the U.S. this afternoon at the Stade de France Stadium, just outside Paris. That's where our Antonia Kerrigan is now. She joins me from there. Antonia, tell us a bit more about what's happening there today.
Well, so as you say, there are a number of Rugby Sevens matches scheduled today at the stadium behind me. There will be 12 today. Rugby Sevens, of course, is a version of rugby union, but it's different. It's played in short 7-minute halves, so they're really cramming them in today. France will play the USA, and then later on today, Uruguay. And those we've spoken to have mostly been here from France, as you can imagine. A strong blue presence in the stadium behind me, and with the global superstar, Antoine Dupont, global rugby union superstar, gracing the Rugby Sevens team. He's recently turned his hand to the sport and already somewhat proven himself from what everyone we've spoken to is saying. There's a huge amount of confidence in the idea of a French victory today. It is also one of the sports in which analysts do slate France, the French men's team, and in fact the women's team, who will be playing in a few days for the gold. The Rugby Sevens will be settled on Sunday with the medals distributed, and certainly this early on, a victory for France would of course massively help to set the tone and be part of a show of strength for the host nation going into these weeks of enormous, epic sporting challenges.
Right, because France, of course, being the host country, but also just because it's France, is hoping to do as well as it can in as many sports as it can in these games. How are France's chances looking so far?
Well, I mean, the estimates we've seen are fairly earth-shattering. We've seen estimates saying 60 medals, 27 of which might be gold expected for France. Now, that would put them third place behind the US and China. And if for a point of comparison, Tokyo was 33 medals total, only 10 of which were gold. So this will be an enormous improvement. Now, a part of that is, of course, the home advantage. Everyone I've spoken to today, and of course I have been trying to do my job and speak to people from all kinds of countries, but I've spoken to a lot of French supporters today. They're a huge presence here. That, of course, matters. It, of course, plays a part. But there's also a matter of investment. The whole point of these games has been to create a national legacy in French high-performance sport. And the budget for supporting high-performance athletes as part of the Gagner en France programme has gone up 68% since 2016. So France has really pulled out all the stops to capitalise on this home advantage.